So I'm planting 3 of these gamble oak trees today. They're a keystone species for Utah and Intermountain West, meaning that they support more wildlife than other native plants do. So this is host plant for 133 caterpillars. So that means that they can't lay their eggs on just any plant. Butterflies can't, or moths. They need to lay it on something that is okay for their baby caterpillars to eat. So just like us, insects don't eat every single plant that there is. So when you plant a keystone species, it helps because it's a lot of different species that it can support that have very specific diets. I encourage you to plant one if you can. You do need to make sure that you have space for it because it's going to send up runners. Get 15 to 25 feet tall and about 15 to 20 feet wide. So I have it here on my hillside is where I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be planting 3 next to each other. You could really just do 1, but I'm kind of excited to get it looking more like a thicket faster, like a little grove. It gets a nice fall color, and the acorns can support a lot of wildlife as well. From what I've been able to find online, these don't spread the same way that an aspen would, where they can just send runners way far away from themselves. They do kind of tend to stay closer, so if you give it space like 25 feet, and 25 seems to be kind of like they're not going to go further than that. I had analysis paralysis after I bought these and couldn't figure out where I wanted to plant them. Anyway, they were sitting up there on the hill getting dried out because I did not water them. So this is you procrastinated and didn't do a good job watering your plants way to hydrate them again. Wait till all the bubbles come out. And then you've got it completely saturated. Alternatively, you could just like water them the way you're supposed to. But I didn't, so here we are. When you're planting a tree, you want to make sure that you don't dig the hole too deep. You want to make sure that it's on steady soil that hasn't been loosened so that it doesn't end up sinking lower and then getting a bunch of dirt or mulch piled up against around the trunk, because that can kill the tree eventually if it's buried too deep on its trunk. You need to have the root flare exposed. That's the part that goes out. So don't dig your hole too deep like I just did. When you have a tree or plant in these grow bags, the roots can get pretty stuck to the edges. So sometimes you may need to like cut the bag off. This one was pretty loose, so I was able to just kind of wedge my hand in there and get it out. But if you need to, you can always cut it off all the way. This is sand and rocks. That's basically all it is. I debated whether to amend it at all because it can grow here, but the water retention may be better if I had added some compost. So I don't know, it's a fine. I don't have any compost on hand and I need to get these in the ground, so I just get them in. I can mulch it on top later with a thick layer of wood chips or something, compost or wood chips, to help with the moisture retention. Look what I just noticed, some wasps in a nest. It's my anecdotal experience that they're way more docile than we give them credit for. If you have more native plants and when you don't use pesticides, so they can then have food to eat because they eat a lot of your garden pests, and they're also a beneficial pollinator. A lot of people don't know that. Wasps are. And I give them a water source and it seems like they're not very mean. I don't know, we haven't had any problems, and I get real up close and personal with them. There's one in my rose bush that I had my head right next to. I was like brushing up against it. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend brushing your head up against it, but I didn't know it was there. And they left me alone. Like the branches wave around. I don't know. It seems like they're less aggressive when it's not on a human structure where they're just slamming the door and it's vibrating their nest. And I haven't seen them be more aggressive than my bees when I give them water source and lots of food to eat. So that's my non-research backed anecdotal opinion. I probably should have planted this one turned around where it was leaning more uphill instead of downhill, just for snow pressure. It's young enough. I think it's not gonna matter. Oh my gosh, these trees are so cute. I'm so excited about them. When you're doing it on a hillside, you kind of want to make a little dish so that when the water comes down, I don't know if you can tell, but like it comes down and then it's flat, And then I piled up soil here so that it can kind of catch it. Anyways, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited because now I can maybe get those butterflies and moths to come. I feel like I've had lots of flowers, but I will see them like fly through my yard and never land. It's making me so frustrated. So I think this will help because their babies can eat the leaves. Thanks for joining me today. See ya.